Well, Brandel, you know, I've been on the tour a long time looking at guys. I'm always looking for guys with unique skill sets to do anything, play the game, teach the game, whatever. And I remember when I first was introduced, I went, oh yeah, okay, we got a guy that's really, he's a monk and he teaches golf? Really? Okay, well, I'll go. So there's a couple of guys took me over, introduced me to Brian, we talked. I knew the guys he was learning from. Good, okay, that's good. But you know, this other stuff, where do you get this other stuff? Do you read it in a book and then you go, here, try this? So when I got talking to him, I said, where'd you learn this stuff? He says, well, I experienced it. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I've been in ashrams, I've been in dojos. Where? In the East. Oh, really? So you are, yeah. And then he starts, and he won't tell you, but he will go up to a mountain and he'll stay there for days and not do anything but stare at the sky, okay? And that's when I went, oh, now,
sounds like you during a telecast.
This is different. Same thing. I need some help. I've got a little ADD, he doesn't. But what I learned was, he actually is a monk teaching golf, and it's no bull. It is no bull. I've watched him, I've done this stuff with him. So that's when I got interested. I said, wow, there is now a connection between him and not books you can go down the library and get. He does it. He's been over there. And that's, I think why you are totally different than anybody in this business, just from that skill set.
Yeah, and that's one thing you find in the martial art world, especially from a spiritual standpoint.
And he always talks like this, very soothing. He's not like me. It's very soothing. And I will fall asleep every once in a while like that, but he's a monk. Go ahead.
And I was saying that you'll find that from a martial art perspective, they teach from an oral translation. So you can't just go to Barnes & Noble and read a book.
Right.
Or you can't just go to the latest golf tip and find all the answers. It's about trust, it's about love, it's about being there and being present and being respectful to where you're let in. And it's almost like those words more will be revealed the more time you spend. And so as I was able to train with and spend time, more was revealed, and I was able to see and immerse and really be a part of a completely different culture as well as a different lifestyle in different places throughout the world, but always from the heart of a golfer, because I, like many of us, have played golf for a living and tried my darndest to learn from the greatest instructors all over, and even some of the greatest books at a Barnes & Noble. And the minute I started to search outside the norm and spend time with truly trained world leaders of what they do, that's where it started to open up and go, wait a minute, let's put together a simple program that answers these questions. Because in their world, they're not profound, they're not difficult answers. It's just somehow they've eluded us.
Right. And I believe me, this is a bokken. It's supposed to be a samurai sword. And I said, okay, what? He says, well, I studied over there and I became, well, you're a 5th degree samurai warrior, was that it? Whatever that is, what is that?
If you want to say.
What are you?
I'm a Shambhala warrior, which
Shambhala?
allows me to move, sit, and train at a certain level.
At a certain level. Now, I want to tell you what, this certain level, if you see him, which you will in this video, wheeling this thing around, okay? It is impressive. It is very, very impressive. And again, that's not learned from a book. That is learning over there at whatever certain level you have achieved. But I know one thing, it is something to behold, and your teaching of applying this as a golf club, as a weapon to the ball, is unique. It's unique. And Brandel, there's a source there of strength and a calmness when you watch this. And it can always be related to golf. And it's fantastic.